Hello viewers, I'm Gaming Fish, and this week I'm in casual gear, as you guys have unlocked the elusive legendary item, Casual Fish. Now, thank you guys, everyone that said they watched the show at Anime Central, which I went to last week. Thank you guys are the reasons why I would do this. Now, this week, I'm covering some cards to pick up for and against the new Sky Striker meta thanks to Dark Saviors being out, and Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, also, some of the cards that are like super hyped from the new Dragon Ball Super set Tournament of Power, as well as, you know, going over some of the decks you could be seated across from at the next Pokemon Regional in Roanoke this weekend. Now, let's get right on to it. Hope you have your floaty boys on, because we're about to take a deep dive in the fish tank. Yu-Gi-Oh's newest supplemental set, Dark Saviors, is hitting store shelves today, with the promise to bring a deck that can rival the power of Goki Nightmare, which, you know, I'm just saying, we covered 2 shows ago. You guys should go check out that deck list, because that deck is literally dominating meta right now. It was keeping up with the cards before the ban list, and it is literally the best deck after the ban list, so you guys should go give that a little check out. Click on Fish Tank episode 6 where we go over it. Or is it 7? I think it's 7. Yeah, so let's go over some pickups for and against our new Sky Striker Overlords. Okay, so first off, you have a couple of choices on how you can play Sky Strikers. The first build I'm going to talk about loosely is the invoked version. So make sure you have your Alistairs and Invocations, and basically one of every fusion, because they all have some toolbox applications. In my opinion, I think you need the Water, Fire, and Light one. So make sure you at least have those. So it has a higher ceiling than like other Sky Striker builds, mostly because you have more power in Invocation. And you can basically toolbox any attribute out of your extra deck for any of the pinpoint accuracy, and any of the like really hard to deal with monsters just get shut down by most of the fusions from invoked. And also, one of the best opening plays in the game is first turn Makaba with your standard Sky Striker combo. So just saying, Makaba is still proven to be pretty good even in 2018. So the next engine you can play is TOON Table Engine. This is basically 3 TOON Table of Contents and a TOON monster to be searched out with TOON Table of Contents. The build is like more all in on what Sky Strikers do best, which is like play through their deck, and it's more linear. Like, in fact, like this is like laser focused. Way more than the invoked version. The invoked version, you can just have absolute brick hands, or you can't play your Sky Striker combos. But in this build, like, it's more streamlined. You are all in on the combos. So you will lack a lot of the power that the invoked version has, and you lack a lot of the like key setup plays the first one has, but you get to play a more streamlined deck, and this build is great going first or second. And also in this build, you get to play one of the best TOON monsters of all time in TOON Cyber Dragon. Okay, so I understand it's not 2007 anymore, so Cyber Dragon is not the monster it was back then. But trust me, TOON Cyber Dragon might be one of the best cards to grab at the end of a TOON table chain, thanks to it having the quote-unquote busted free summon ability if your opponent controls a monster. It's also a light machine, which is very relevant card text, because I'm just saying if you want to play your TOON Table of Contents, because it is basically a 4-card engine. In your invoked engine, it's a free light monster, you know, to, you know, special summon that invoked Makaba. I'm just saying, you know, Mondo combos right there. Also enables you to tag out of your link monsters, because all the Sky Striker aces are machines. So it enables you to tag into a big Chimeritic Overdragon, especially if you eat your opposing Sky Striker aces. Yeah, talking about some OTK plays right there. I love me some Chimeritic Overdragon. Okay, so now let's talk about some of the cards you need against Sky Strikers, you know, for all my rogue players out there. My man. Alright. The first one you're going to need, I think is one of the most crucial ones, is Ghost Reaper. Thanks to the Sky Strikers only having 2 link monsters right now, and most of their power strives from them being able to loop them. With Ghost Reaper, if your opponent controls more monsters than you do, and they attempt to go into, let's say, Sky Striker Ace Kagegi, the Fire Lady, Sky Striker Fire Lady, and you Ghost Reaper it, they lost all copies from their extra deck, so they automatically lose 90% of the power the deck can output. Now, if they try to go into the Sky Striker Ace Water Lady, you basically get a free win. Like, it is technically an auto win, unless you're playing Invoked if you manage to hit both of those link monsters. So I'm just saying, anything that helps you get free wins across one of the most prevalent decks in the meta, pretty good card, right? Super good. Alright, so some other cards to go over is Anti-Spell Fragrance, because most of the Sky Striker deck is spells. This card is super powerful against them, like absolutely super powerful, because you slow them down by a turn, thanks to Anti-Spell Fragrance. They have to set all their spell cards for a full turn before they can activate them, so it turns spell cards into trap cards, and as we all know, trap cards are not that good right now, unfortunately. RIP to all my traps. Unfortunately, Anti-Spell does have the drawback of itself being a trap card, so it's only good going first. Even if you open it going second, your opponent can just play through their entire deck and get a bunch of spells into the graveyard, and then at that point, the card mounts will be blank. So it's only good going first, but whenever you flip it up going first, you basically win unless they automatically have the Twin Twister to chain to it. So then the next card is Effect Veiler. It looks like another good option to hit the Sky Striker Ace Fire Lady whenever she attempts to activate her ability. Of course, they do get the chance to respond with some quick play, so Veiler doesn't have a target. But, you know, Effect Veiler has its time to shine again, you know? It forces them to always have to have the quick play. So, what's some other anti-Sky Striker attacks I missed? Make sure to leave those down in the comments, you know? Now help fish out. Tournament Power finally hit store shelves this Friday. And yeah, this Friday, I was surprised by that too, because they moved it up to compete with the Dark Saviors set from Yu-Gi-Oh! But weirder things have happened in the card game industry. Well, let's go over some like super cool cards, at least some of my favorite cards from the set. Alright, so a big shout out to all the SPRs. Like literally all the SPRs in this set look amazing. They all have artist signatures from the English voice actors. My personal favorites are the Goku and Vegeta one in Chrysobots. Like signature on Vegeta just makes that card pop. God, I need some of these to just go in my binder forever. It just looks so cool. My least favorite though has to be either Beerus. Like, oh, I'm not a big fan of the purple editing. Maybe it looks better if I see it in person, but right now I'm kind of on it. Other than looks, one of the coolest new leader cards in this set is Vegeta, and then his Awakened side is Saiyan Bond Vegeta, which, you know, also has amazing artwork, but, you know, we're not talking about that right now. Thanks to his amazing once per turn ability of letting you draw a card whenever you attack with a Universe 6 or 7 Saiyan. Did I also mention he's a red leader? So this card rewards you for playing super aggressively with playing a bunch of battle cards to attack, and he gets to refill your hand. Even though you're only drawing once per turn with one Saiyan, that's still an extra card. You're drawing an additional card every turn. You get to slowly bury your opponent under cards, which is super relevant. And also, I'm just saying his Awakened side gives the attacking one plus 5k power. So, yeah, that's literally nothing to sneeze at. It makes comboing the Protect like super difficult. So, next is the secret rare of the set, which I said I wasn't going to gloat on artwork, but, you know, I have to. This artwork features quotation marks around Mastered Ultra Instinct Goku and Son Goku Awakened Power. Oh boy, does this card pack a wallop. So, first off, this card is an ultimate card, so you can only play one, and it has an EX Evolve, so you get to play for cheaper by discarding a Universe 7 card and placing on a Son Goku with that costs 6 or more energy. So, kinda hard to pull off, but you get rewarded for jumping through these hoops and his Victory Strike ability. Alright, so what's this ability, you might be asking at your monitor right now? Oh yeah, I can hear you. This card says, whenever this card deals damage to your opponent, whenever you would take a, life card from their life deck, you win the game. You don't win the match, but you win the game. Yeah, with just one hit, you can win the game. Absolutely unbelievable. But, I know what you're saying. Oh, well, I can just negate the attack with Weiss's Corrosion, or Curation, or Vados' Aid, or insert any other effect that allows me to negate your attack. Well, you could do that, but see, there's this thing with this Goku. He has this ability that says his attack cannot be negated, and his skill can also not be negated. So, yeah, if he's punching you, you better have a blocker up, or you've just lost the game. So it's no wonder why Jiren had to go all out against this Goku. I mean, seriously, God, this card looks amazing. What's some of your favorite cards from this new set? Leave them down in the comments. I want to know. So, Roanoke is happening this weekend. And if you heard that weird noise, that's the sound of every Pokemon player's collective groan from the fact that they have to play Expanded at this regional instead of playing the super amazing standard format, which is new thanks to Forbidden Light being tournament legal. But no, we get to play with our trash cans and our Fox Boys and Expanded in Virginia. I can't blame people for being disappointed, but don't worry. We have Madison next week, so well, the week after next, so you get to play with your Ultra Necrozma Zen. There also will be standard side events at this Pokemon Regional, so don't forget to check those out if you want some free playtesting. So this segment's gonna be like super short because basically Expanded's breaking into like those two teams. Alright, so even though Expanded is such an expansive format, oh no, I'm gonna keep making that joke. Alright, so what are you going to play this weekend? You got to be prepped to play against Fox Boys. So the deck comes in either Paw Patrol, which is featuring Lycanroc GX for like more attacking, or Mono Fox, which you just get the toolbox off your Zoroark. So there's a couple of Zoroarks that hit for a bunch and have cool abilities, but mostly you'll be playing Zoroark GX and one or two other ones, because Zoroark GX is unbelievable. Alright, so the best way to counter Paw Patrol is by locking their abilities down with cards like Garbodor and Hex Maniac. So those are two best ways to handle Fox Boys. Next is the Trash Boys. Yeah, Team Trash. Basically, Garbodor gets played in a lot of different decks, so you can pick, like, do you want the Drampa style, which does pretty well in the event, like Igor Costa has played at the last two expanded regionals, which if you're going to be playing Trash, yeah, it's a joke, see, get it, because Garbodor is made of trash. Yep, I would recommend just playing Drampa Garb. That deck looks pretty okay. Or you could play Lucario, but mostly people are just going to be playing Garbodors, so yeah. So thanks to its ability lock only being turned on when you have a tool attached to it, you have to be prepped for that by taking those cards out by playing more Field Blowers and maybe some Tool Scrappers. So you're like going all in on Fox Boys. Maybe you should play like 4 Field Blowers and like a Tool Scrapper. Or, you know, maybe throw in a Xerosic, you know, from Phantom Forces. You know, the supporter that gets rid of a tool or special energy. You know, because he hits both Strong Energy and Floatstone. I'm just saying. So yeah, Expanded's fun, isn't it? I know, I like having only like basically 2 deck building options when it comes to playing in the Premier Tournament. Yeah. Dark Saviors hit store shelves this Friday, and don't forget to pick up all these high-flying Sky Strikers. Make sure you have some help with your fur hires, all here at TrollingToad.com. Boys, we have a tournament arc! Tournament Power hits store shelves this Friday, and make sure to power up your deck with these cards here at TrollingToad.com. Kick off your Memorial Day weekend right with savings on over 400 singles, sealed items for Magic Gathering, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon Hero Clicks, and other miniatures. In our Memorial Day sale, get free shipping on orders of card singles over $25 within the United States. Oh yeah, 3-day weekend. Save big on some cards. I know that's what I'm gonna do. Also, don't forget, Card Fighters, you get 20% off Card Fight Vanguard singles when using coupon code CFV20 at checkout. So yeah, with the reboot happening, make sure you pick up all the cards for premium format super cheap now with 20% off. So this week, make sure to check out our booth at the Roanoke Pokemon Regional. Though I won't be there, but make sure to stop by and tell every one of our fine members at the booth that this fishy boy says hi. Thank you guys for taking the dive with me this week. So I want to remind everyone that we are doing a $50 web credit giveaway on our Facebook page. So how you enter is first you hit the subscribe button here on YouTube. You know, just give that old fin slap for your boy Fish here. Then you gotta mosey on over to our Facebook page, hit like on that post, and then you gotta share it, and then you gotta comment that you did everything. Now remember, you have to comment. We are picking the winners off of the comments on that post. I almost said show. Well, technically, it's not incorrect. So that's all you have to do. That's all you have to do to win those sweet, 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 tasty troll cash dollars. I'm gonna print some off and throw them around. That'll be cool, right? Make it rain. So, anyways, you guys should check out our partner channel, youtube.com/Toy Ninja TV. Yeah, Toy Ninja TV. They do a bunch of box openings that we would do here on the fish tank, but you know, because I have fins and it's underwater, it's hard for us to do. But remember to check out that channel, give them a like, maybe subscribe to them if you're already subbed. You know, just saying. Make sure you're subbed to your boy Fish though. Sub to your fishy boy. Anyways, thank you guys, and hopefully you guys join me back here next week on another episode of The Fish Tank.